Okay, nasai minasan. Today we're gonna talk about Kamen Rider Gotchard episode 3. Before watching Kamen Rider Gotchard episode 3, let us start with the trailer. Let's go. Kamen Rider Gotchard. Yoroshiku gozaru. Okay. Wow. This is Subarashi. I honestly speaking, right, like when I first watched the first episode of Kamen Rider Gacha, I was like, this is not gonna be that good, like it seems too childish, too humor to be a good Kamen Rider series. But oh boy, was I wrong, man. Like the second episode really captured my heart. I think the blocking, like I said in my previous episode review, like the cinematography, the production is really good. I really love episode 2, and right now in episode 3 we actually get to see some cool scene, like Rene like kind of like jumping in the air, like pointing the Chemy card holder, and then we also get to see like just a serious Houtarou, like he's like practicing his training, is going through Keiko, and that is just amazing. Okay, but with that being said, let us go through the trailer scene by scene to see what we can actually spot, okay, in this episode. And I actually think that we actually gonna see 3 different Chemy being introduced in this episode. Okay, so let us just go, man. Like, so the first Chemy that's gonna get introduced is Appare Bushido. Okay, Appare Bushido is gonna be the first Chemy that we're gonna see in the next episode. And if you guys actually pay attention in the first episode, we actually get to see Appare Bushido kind of like going around the city, kind of like slashing people up and kind of like just running amok. This would mean that this Appare Bushido is freshly captured by Minato. And in the previous episode, I actually mentioned like how like the Chemys, the alchemist is actually able to capture different Chemy if without the help of the driver itself. So this is kind of like one way for them to actually speed up the process of introducing different Chemy and a lot of Chemy in a first few episodes of the series. Like I think like there is like phase 0, and they are also selling phase 1 of the Chemy Cards already, and in total, if not mistaken, there's already kind of like 50 or maybe like 25 like Chemy Cards being introduced already. So I am not surprised by episode 6 or maybe episode 8 we are already gonna see at least like 25 Chemy Cards already. Okay, so that is really crazy. But with that being said, like let me move on to the next thing. Okay, and the next thing is that we obviously get to see our boy Houtarou in the blue uniform, the student uniform of the Alchemy Academy, something like that. So I felt like there's a lot of different like meaning towards the uniform that they wear. So the first one is the blue color, and I think this is kind of like the first year student or the novice of the novice. And then we also get to see in the ending of episode 2 we are being introduced to 2 new characters, which looks kind of like a senior of the Alchemy Academy. Like they are wearing like red color robes, something like that. So I would assume that they are the seniors of the Alchemy Academy, and Minato the sensei actually wears a black robe, and I think that is to represent that he is actually a sensei. Like even the ring that they use has different color. In the opening song we get to see a few different color of ring, like there's like blue, green and red, some if not mistaken. I'm not sure whether or not there's like different color or not, but those are the 3 colors that I noticed when I just first like have one look in the trailer. No, not the trailer, the opening song, and that is the 3 color that I saw. Okay, but let me move on to the next one. The next thing is gonna be, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Doing a little bit of Keiko. We actually get to see our boy Houtarou doing some like sword training, kendo training, and I felt like this is kind of like prepare him for Appare Bushido, because Appare Bushido is gonna become a Bushido, okay, like gonna become a samurai, something like that. And next we get to see, I think this is Houtarou again, like he's gonna capture a sword midway, so we are not sure who is he fighting and why does he need to capture a katana midway, because he already owns the Appare Bushido card, so who else would actually attack him using a katana? That is something that we are not sure, unless like we might actually get to see him like losing control of Appare Bushido, and he eventually needs to kind of like befriend Appare Bushido, or even gain the respect of Appare Bushido before Appare Bushido is gonna be like, you know, like willingly obey him or accept him as the user, something like that. Okay, that is my theory. And next we actually get to see a really interesting Chemy, and that is the mushroom Chemy, because we actually get to see like there's like different civilian around them, like actually have a mushroom on their head. Like some of them have red mushrooms, some of them have blue mushrooms, so that is like really interesting. And we actually knows what card this mushroom actually belongs to. Okay, like we actually saw the card already, but I'm a little bit too lazy to kind of like, you know, like find the cards and put it on screen. But you know, okay, like if you pay attention to the cards that is gonna get revealed, like this is also one of the Chemy that we are gonna get. Is, if not mistaken, it's called poisonous mushroom, something like that, or something like that. Poisroom or mushroom, I don't know. Okay, it's mushroom related. It's very obvious. Let me move on to the next thing. Why I don't know why I spent so much time there. And the next one, this one is a submarine. Okay, this is a submarine Chemy. So like I said, the next episode we are actually gonna see 3 Chemys, and this is the third one. So the first one is Appare Bushido, the second one is the mushroom, and the third one is this submarine looking Chemy. I think this is a submarine. Okay, so Submariner, I think that is the name. I remember there's like one card is called Submariner. So 3 Chemy cards has been introduced in episode 3 itself, so they are moving very fast. Okay, like really fast. Like in episode 2, our boy Houtarou already have around 6 cards, and we already know Valvarat is gonna have 1 card at least. Like he's at least gonna have 1 mat wheel, so 7 card. And this episode introduced another 3 Chemy, so there is like 10 cards being introduced right now, so that is really insanely fast. Okay, and next let me move on. We get to see the first look of our boy. This is gonna be the, how do I actually introduce him? I think this guy is gonna be the who other character is suitable to actually, like, should I link him to? I would say he's gonna be similar to Kamen Rider Brave. Okay, he's gonna be similar to Kamen Rider Brave, like the Kamen Rider XZ second rider. I because like he is kind of like a senpai, because we obviously knows that the jacket that he's actually wearing right now also have the logo, the Illuminati logo that of the Alchemy Academy, something like that. So he's definitely gonna be a senpai, or maybe a graduate student from the Alchemy Academy. And right now, like, he's actually kind of confronting Houtarou, because we actually get to see them in the dojo session right now. So we are not sure whether or not the person that actually strike him is actually like using the katana is this Spana guy or not. Okay, but there's a possibility. Okay, but let me move on to the next scene. Next, we get to see this really amazing scene of Valvarat. We actually get to see him henshin for the first time, and he actually has kind of like a golden gauntlet on his like left hand. So I am not sure what is that. That could actually be kind of like a Chemy card power up, something like that, because he used mad wheels to henshin into this form, and then he might actually use kind of like a golden card. Like who else can what card can he use to henshin his hand into this kind of like a golden punch, something like that? I think it could actually be Gold Dash. Okay, because like it is gold in color, and we actually know that Gold Dash actually have 2 hands. Okay, so this could actually be Gold Dash. Yeah, that is my theory. Okay, but then again, it might actually be kind of like the shovel thing, like, you know, like the excavator. It could also be the excavator card. So if this is the excavator card, means that in the next episode we are already gonna see 11 Chemy cards being introduced, and that is extremely fast, okay, for 101 cards, and in episode 3 we already saw around 10% of the card. That is insane, man. Like that, the speed is crazy. And next we get to see, I think this is called Apparescebo though. Okay, yeah, I think this like this form, like we're gonna see a new form. And next we get to see Rene running towards the mushroom, Chemy doing this amazing pose. Like this is what makes me excited for the next episode, okay, when we actually get to see Rene doing some cool shit. Like that is always amazing. I really felt like Rene is like the second protagonist of the show. Like she's not kind of like the damsel in distress, even though like for the first 2 episodes we actually get to see like Houtarou need to save her from the Chemys and all those stuff. But I really felt like Rene taking the initiative, like she's like really serious on doing this shit, like being an alchemist. And the best thing about her, I think we saw in episode 2, is that she accepted Houtarou. You know, like Houtarou, the way Houtarou do things is like very unconventional. It's not according to the rule, and she is someone that is like live by the rule. And the reason why she is like that, why she live by the rule, is because her father is branded as a traitor, so she really doesn't want to be branded as a traitor as well. So she do everything in her power to please everyone around her, so that she is not gonna be branded as a traitor similar to her father itself. Okay, so that is something really amazing. I love that like little minor detail in like the way they write the character. Hopefully we get to see her like becoming more and more like Houtarou. Like maybe like we are gonna see them having a little bit of conflict with one another because the way they do things is different. But it could also be how eventually Rene is gonna start becoming more and more like Houtarou. It's like, hey, let's do this shit, nothing is impossible. And then like she's gonna came out with an unconventional way of doing alchemy, and things are just gonna work out. Okay, like maybe no, we are not sure, but this is a really amazing scene. I love it. Next we get to see Apparescebo though. I think that is the name of this new form. But yeah, and next we get to see Houtarou being beaten in a dojo fight, and I think this is Spana. Okay, Spana is gonna be the one that is gonna fight with Houtarou to kind of like, hey bro, give me the driver, you are not worthy of the Kamen Rider title, something like that. Because in the ending of episode 2, he actually talks about how like amateur alchemist or alchemist wannabe actually calls himself a Kamen Rider. So we might actually get to see him like trying to take over the title of Kamen Rider, something like that. So that is really interesting. Next we get to see Apparescebo form in action, so that is really amazing. So for those who do not know, or for those who skip Kamen Rider Geats, if there's anyone out there in the world who skip Kamen Rider Geats, go back and watch Kamen Rider Geats right now before you watch episode 3 of Kamen Rider Gotchard, because the weapon that he's using right now, the weapon out of Appare Bushido or Apparescebo is using, is actually gonna be the weapon of one of the rider in Kamen Rider Geats. Okay, so really amazing thing. And I also really love the design of Apparescebo though. I think it looks amazing. Like love the samurai design, love the sunglasses as kind of like a whisker looking thing. I don't know, man, like it just looks amazing. I love it. But let me move on to the next scene. Next we get to see Houtarou fighting with the mushroom guy. So I would assume the submariner is gonna be defeated by Balvarat, by Spana, because there's actually kind of like a little bit of theme going on here. Like all the cards that Spana and or Valvarat actually use is machinery, like cars and construction thing and all those stuff. So it almost gonna give you a vibe that how he views the card, how he views the Chemys as being tools is kind of like represented outwardly on the Chemy cards that he actually collected, because all the cards that he mostly collected are tools that people use for to create something, or there's a that all the cards original purpose is to be used by human, to serve human. Cars are being designed to serve human, to bring them from place A to place B. Excavator is to help human to excavate a land, and there's a lot more different like vehicle that actually assists human, and that I would say that is amazing if that is the motive that they're actually going forward with Valvarat. But hopefully in the future, like there's gonna be another Gotchadriver where we actually get to see Valvarat henshin into Kamen Rider Valvarat as well. So that is gonna be also really amazing. But with that being said, that is all from me. I think okay, like I didn't check whether or not this is the final scene of the trailer, and I just kind of like ended the video prematurely. But yeah, I was right. That is the end of the trailer. Hope you enjoy what you see here. I honestly speaking, Kamen Rider Gotchard is turning out better and better, and hopefully it is gonna get better in the future. Okay, but with that being said, that is all. Hope you enjoy, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye.